What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy NextGen720, and I am back with another video. And this here is a video response to a video response. This here is a video response to Angry Joe's video response to Dr. Tre's video response. Dr. Tre did a video response to Angry Joe's video response about Nintendo. He did a Nintendo rant. So my video is a response to Tre's response to Angry Joe to respond, rant that he did about Nintendo, okay? Makes sense? All right. So if you don't know who Angry Joe is, he's a big YouTuber with over 2 million plus subscribers. He did a Wii U video, I think, playing, him and a couple buddies playing Mario Party 10 or whatever the case may be. And Nintendo claimed his ID content or whatever the case may be. Claim this video, so he's not able to make any revenue off that video. Well, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? This man has over 2 million subscribers. This is his job. You understand? I'm not counting the man's pockets, but what he makes off one video, I'll probably make in a month off YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? This is what he does to take care of his family. I'm not counting one's pockets, but and he basically said in his video that it's not enough that I went out and bought the system. It's not enough I went out and bought 4 games. It's not enough I went out and bought 4 Wii remotes. It's not enough that I went out and bought a couple Pro controllers. You know what I mean? So he spent about $900 on the console. It's not enough, and you still want to claim my few dollars that I make off this video. You know what I mean? Until he's basically out of the big 3, you're the only one that does this. You know what I mean? You don't get it. It's free advertisement. You know what I mean? It's the truth. You know what I mean? Honestly, this man, at the end of the day, he has a big following. A big following. His following is strong, especially here on YouTube, live streams and all that. You know what I mean? And people take his word for it. Hey, Angry Joe, do you recommend this game? Hey, his subscribers are going to go out and get it. Well, maybe just to play with him or to experience what he's playing. Like I said, and I'm nowhere as big as he is. And my subscribers that I have, loyal subscribers to my little itty-bitty channel, hey, nigga, what do you think about such and such? Hey, I'm going to get it. You'll play with me? I get it, and I'm nowhere as big as he is. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, and I'm going to tell you, this is really what's wrong with Nintendo. It's because of people like Dr. Tre. And listen, this is not a diss video, okay? So I ain't dissing the dude, I don't consider Dr. Tre a true Nintendo fan. I consider myself a true Nintendo. What are you talking about? I told you guys that my first console wasn't an Atari. It wasn't a ColecoVision. My first console was an NES. That's what I got it for Christmas. I was in 4th grade with the duck hunt and the gyro mic. I had the robot and the pistol. And that was my first console ever. First video game, anything. Besides, I had a couple little handhelds. And I told you guys, I remember when Nintendo was great. I remember when all you needed was a Nintendo. You didn't need to have 2 consoles. You didn't need to have a Sega Genesis. All you needed was the NES. That was it. And took care of everything. And when you guys, sometimes when you guys leave this comment, wait, listen, how could you buy a Wii U and not like, why would you buy a Nintendo console and not like the exclusive? That's stupid. Nintendo's never had great third-party support. And when you say dumb shit like that, that right now you know that you're maybe the Wii may have been your first console. Bro, some of Nintendo's greatest games were made by third party. Castlevania, Contra, Russian Attack, Kung Fu, Track and Field. Come on, I'm about to take you back. Double Dribble, Tecmo Bowl, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Double Dragon, The Karate Kid. Let's keep going. Come on, boop bop. Ghosts and Goblins. You know what I mean? Some of their best games they made were made by third party, not even made by Nintendo. Rain King. You understand what I'm saying? RC Program, that wasn't made by Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you get some of their greatest games, they wouldn't even made by Nintendo, it was made by third party. You know what I mean? So you guys say, who buys a Nintendo console and don't like it? I've grown up with Nintendo. I feel like Nintendo has not grown up with me. It's 2015. There's no way in hell why their characters still don't talk. I'm just being honest. And the biggest problem with Nintendo, they don't get it. They cater both of their business towards children. Okay, how you spend it? Eve for everyone, including that 5-year-old. You know what I mean? That's the problem. They understand that kids get games for birthdays and for Christmas. Adults buy games all year long. All year long. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what Nintendo doesn't get. That the adults is what go out and buy the majority of these consoles. Not children. Children have any fucking money. They depend on their parents to buy them. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. So like I said, Nintendo doesn't stand that it's the adults that go out every, Tuesday, whatever the case may be, and buy these games. It's not children. Kids get, when I was a kid, and I was a spoiled kid, I got games for my birthday, I got games for Christmas, and I may have got a game, during the year I saved with my allowance. That was it. I would get about 5, 6 games for my birthday, for Christmas, my birthday, and that was it. You understand what I'm saying? But either way, neither here nor there. So he does a video, and like I said, he does a rant video about Nintendo claiming his video. And like I said, this is a big business for him. And again, it's just free advertising. I don't know what it would cost Nintendo to advertise Mario Party 10 during a fight or whatever, or doing anything during a commercial would cost probably a couple $1 million. And here you have someone that's doing it for you for free. And this is what Nintendo doesn't get. And they wonder why their console doesn't have a presence really here on the internet. And like I said, here on YouTube, really, because the last time I checked, they said YouTube is the #1 spot as far as gaming news, gaming related, period. Like YouTube is #1. And the Wii U has the least, presence here on YouTube. That is dominated by PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4. This is the truth. So anyway, Dr. Trey does a video response to Angry Joe's video on the reason why Nintendo may have claimed, the reason why Nintendo probably claimed this video. Now listen, I want you to listen to this shit. Mind, this is a grown ass man. I want you to listen to the reason. Let's listen to this shit here.
It's just one video. Your channel is not in any danger. You make a ton of money doing nothing anyway.
Damn.
So dude, like, get over it. You didn't even buy your Wii U, but you want to get paid off the Wii U. Maybe that's why you got flagged.
Now he's saying that he got flagged because he didn't buy his console. Let's listen to him.
You got 2 million subscribers, dude. I'm pretty sure somebody at Nintendo knows about you. And if they looked at your channel, they know that you were too cheap to buy one yourself. And even after you didn't buy one, how many Nintendo videos have you?
Listen. So now his excuse is saying the reason why Nintendo may have flagged him because he didn't go out and buy the console himself. So if my grandmother buys me a Wii U, that makes me any less owner than you. And again, that speaks to this guy star power, his marketing power. That his subscribers care that much, they will go out and buy him a console that he doesn't own, so he can play Nintendo games and he can review Nintendo's games. That's how much star power this guy has. And Nintendo doesn't see that. That if you said go on the trade, that Nintendo probably said, you know what, we're gonna flag this because he ain't buying himself. We understand we sold him the console, but the money ain't come out of his pocket. Regardless who, listen, I don't care if that man sold Lucy cigarettes, or whatever the case may be, collected cans to get a Wii U. It's still a sell to Nintendo. You understand what I'm saying? But you see, it's sad to say this. Shit is the damage controls at an all-time high, and the reason why and you start making up excuses like that because Nintendo may have flagged him because he didn't buy the console personally. If I wasn't an exec, and I see that if the same I did follow Angry Joe's channel, and I see that, that his loyal subscriber base went out and bought him a console with a couple $100 that he didn't own, just so he could play those games and talk about those games on his channels, I say, whoa, that guy's a star. But, you understand what I'm saying? But, idiot, listen, like I said, this man is in his 30s, and I'm not even trying to diss the dude, anything like I said, but this is a man that's in his 30s. You see his headline start back here by the, but where his ears and shit is at. But that's crazy. Grown-ass man will say, oh, yeah, Nintendo probably flagged you because you make too much money and you don't do this. And first, you sound like you got a bunch of hate in your heart. 2, you ain't making no goddamn sense. It's people like you that the reason why the Wii U is in the predicament that it's in right now. Why? Because you guys accept anything and everything that Nintendo does and say, oh, it'll be okay. Prime example, when the masses didn't have a problem with DRM, what did they do? They voted when they spoke with their wallets. They didn't go out and pre-order the Xbox One. So well, guess what? That forced Microsoft to change their policies, right? Am I right? Wasn't no petitions. You know, and it's crazy. This is the same dude that did when it came out that, you know, the Splatoon wasn't going to have any forms of, you know, mind you, online tactical shooter, not going to have any voice chat whatsoever. We're talking about 2015. Online shooter is not going to have any type of communication whatsoever. Okay, this is Nintendo. He said if we boycott that game, it was sending Nintendo the wrong message that we don't want new games. What? Like, that's some of the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, sir, we're talking about if you guys want Nintendo to change, you have to with your wallet. You understand what I'm saying? These people, Nintendo, put out a console in 2012 with 8 gigs of flash. Not even an 8 gig hard drive, 8 gigs of flash. The OG Xbox came out in 2001 and had an 8 gig hard drive. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't make this shit up. And you wonder why Nintendo's in the predicament they're in? Do I have any faith in their new console? No, I don't. Because you got people like you, Dr. Trey. People like you that's going to pacify and sugarcoat anything that they do. Listen, Shokyo, a Nintendo fan. We may not see eye to eye on a lot of shit. You know what I mean? You say tomato, I say tomato. But he doesn't mind speaking up for, like, he doesn't mind calling out Nintendo for their bullshit. Ladies, when I first came to YouTube, when I first did my video, like I said in the day, I used to, be going at the Nintendo crowd. Before there was a Sony pony, I used to call them jokers Wii U weirdos, right? And because, I'm being honest with you, I swear to God, I did not know, like I said, I stumbled upon this community. I didn't know YouTube had a gaming community. I used to come here and just look at fights or rap music or whatever. I didn't even know they had a, and believe it or not, the first gaming video that I ever seen was Shokyo's. He did a video that I saw. He said that the PS, what's it called, the PS4 and the Xbox 720 is not going to be that much more powerful than the Wii U. That was a crock of shit. But anyway, that's what this video was about. And then the week later, I had me a channel up. And like my third video, I debated him. You go by and check it on this channel. I didn't know he was recording it, you know what I mean? But you go by and check it on this channel. Shokyo versus Zaire 5000. It's like my third video on YouTube. And I didn't even know I was being recorded. I didn't even know. I didn't know anything about, trying to expose. I was green, but it's neither here nor there. But again, going back to what I was saying, that if you want Nintendo to change, you have to voice your opinion with your wallet. Like they're just stuck in time. Like I said, I've grown up with Nintendo, but Nintendo is not growing up with me. It's sad. Like, I don't know, I'm just being honest. I'm not saying you have to have the most powerful console to be, no, okay, but you have to be at least a capable console. You take the PlayStation 2, right? Out of the big three, it was the least powerful. It was. It was the OG Xbox, the GameCube, and then the PlayStation 2 in terms of power. All right? But you didn't have whole genres of, whole clubs of games skipping the PlayStation 2 because it wasn't powerful enough to run these games. Nintendo put out a console, quote unquote, an 8th generation console that can't run any next generation engines. And then you guys say, well, third party got it out against Nintendo. They can get The Witcher 3 to run on the Wii U. How? I mean, you have what you call real world performance and specs on paper. On paper, yes, the Wii was much more powerful than, not much more, but it's more powerful than the 360 and the PSP. But you got what you call real world performance. If they're not putting The Witcher 3 on the 360 and the PS3, which is a combined install base of 160 million, so they got that against Microsoft and Sony too? You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. Batman. Let's use Unreal Engine 3. That could get... Come on, what's it now? Batman is using Unreal Engine 3. It could come to the Wii U. Like, stop it, man. Like, stop it. They said the Batmobile, you know, couldn't even fit on the Wii U. Like, seriously, like, you know, I'm not, but again, I'm not going to make this video go longer than it has to be, but if you wonder why Nintendo was in the position that they're in, I want you to look at people like Dr. Dre. It's okay to be a fanboy. He called me a fanboy with all that stuff. Cool. But I'm a consumer first. I don't mind calling a spade, man. I'm just keeping it funky. I'm a multi-console owner. I game on everything. But I went out and bought the Wii U day one. So I'm not just here just hating on something. I went out and bought that damn thing day one. And when I hopped on it, it felt like I was taking a step back, not a step forward. It literally felt like I was taking a step back. Like, come on, you put out an online game. Voice chat is not mandatory. Game invites are not mandatory. I said, what the? I was doing all that on the original Xbox in 2002 when Xbox Live came out. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's crazy. You wonder why Nintendo was failing because you got people like that. Like Dr. Dre. He said the reason why Nintendo may have flagged it because he didn't buy the console personally himself. I'm done, man. This is your boy Next Gen 720.